It's warm in here.
Thanks for joining us. We have a special treat. Do you remember Deborah? Deborah came in with the sweet potato recipe right before Thanksgiving, came back for a family tradition gingerbread.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
You make the gingerbread too.
Yes. About a week before I have my family gather at my house for gingerbread houses, my husband, he's wonderful, we construct the gingerbread.
Okay.
And you can either make it from a homemade recipe that I think is going to be on your website.
We're going to put it on the website.
And molasses and ginger and nutmeg are the key ingredients that give it that gingerbread taste and color. If you are in a pinch and you're making lots of them, you certainly could do a gingerbread cookie bag mix and go that way too. That's fine.
But I bet you're a from scratch kind of gal.
Absolutely. I have the dough made. I just refrigerated it, and I can make this ahead of time as well. I'm going to show you a trick about getting, and this is great for sugar cookies too.
Okay.
When you have a cookie sheet, cut out, use parchment paper because nothing ever sticks to it, and roll your dough out with that. And I've done that. I floured it lightly, floured my rolling pin lightly. And then when you take your templates, and I have, some people you can find these in craft stores and your front, back, your roofs, and your sides.
And that's what we end up with is this?
Absolutely here. Or you can cut them out of manila folders or cardboard. I have my 3 fancy ones here that I use. And we can make them, would you do the honors and just cut all the way around and I'll hold it down?
All right, let's see. Here we go. Now this is a tradition for your family, right?
Absolutely. We have been doing this for almost 20 years. And I sent out invitations. One year it was Extreme Home Makeover, you know, bring your candies, and we, about a week before in advance, that's perfect.
Okay, good.
We send out the invitations, and we start constructing the houses. Now, to make this real easy, you know how hard it would be to lift it off?
Yes.
And it goes every which way and gets distorted. You just pull all the extra dough over and off of it, and
there you are.
To roll it again.
Okay.
And now watch what I do. I just slide it on, pop it in the 375-degree oven. I watch it 9 to 10 minutes. When it's getting light golden color like this, I take them out, slide it right to the cooling rack. Megan, if you have any extra pieces, you can cut out stars.
You're so
and
creative.
and cool things.
And you make your own icing.
Yes, royal icing is the icing for gingerbreads because it dries so hard that you can build a big house and add things to it, and it's going to stay. It's going to really hold. The next thing you want to do is decide what you're going to put your house on. I suggest that if you want to have a nice yard and put some snow around the yard, you can use cardboard, but cut it big enough. I love covering it up in foil, something like that, and make it real colorful.
Are you kidding me? Like, how do you not? I'm going to eat while you.
Yes. All right.
These are all your decorations for the house. Just some ideas that you have.
Everybody brings several kinds of candies. Look at you see some cereals, coconut for snow. What I'm doing right now is taking a real soft royal icing, and you can make your royal icing out of egg whites, or if you have little ones, you're going to invite maybe the grandkids or little ones over, and they tend to put their fingers in the mouth, or other adults who put their fingers in the mouth.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You might want to choose, instead of raw egg whites, you might want to use meringue powder. It is pasteurized. You add water to it. It's the same equivalent as egg whites.
Now, Deborah, we have about a minute left.
Okay.
So, did you give us the recipe for the icing as well?
Absolutely. It's the raw icing. The more powdered sugar you add, the thicker it gets. And you would take it and do your construction like this. You would start, and by putting these pieces together and using the real stiff icing, you would place those in and hold them. This is where it comes in handy to have an extra person to help you hold them. And you're putting strings of icing around them and to hold it in place.
Okay, we have to come over here because we're running out of time. And I want everybody to see how crafty you are, because you mentioned cereal. Look at the roof. That's
made
amazing.
Out of shredded wheat.
And the light over here is incredible. With a candy cane, and what's that on the end of it? A gumdrop. I think you're so clever. You've got peeps.
Coconut for the drifts of snow.
And then look right here at the chimney. It's brick. Now, before we go, really quickly, I want to mention this because on the roof is this wreath. And
yes, that was a special gift from one of my pastry students from Center of Applied Technology North, where I work. It was made out of marzipan, and I asked them to make make me a wreath that's gorgeous. Anything goes. You can come up with the most creative ways of doing things.
We have to go. Thank you for coming in. And
absolutely.
Say good morning to your mom, by the way.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Ruth and Robert Ollinger. And, happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays to everybody. All the information's online at abc2news.com. Deborah is the Martha Stewart of Maryland. We'll be right back.